Globalization is coming. Yes, you did not misheard about this. Maybe some of you think that globalization is not a big problem for us. However, we need to keep that in mind that everyone needs someone to live, and now everyone could meet each other from every country across the world easily. One thing to consider when you communicate with someone else from different country is understanding their language. I, Rafi Boyudi, will motivate you guys to have a desire to learn a new language because it makes people be more open-minded, understand more culture, and it advancing your future career in the globalized world. I will introducing I will introduce the issue when people only speak one language in the globalization era. Then I will be showing you steps and ways in adapting in globalization by learning a new language effectively. Finally, I will be discussing the benefits that people will receive if they are mastered in a second language. Before we go further, let me discuss what is globalization. The definition of globalization is the spread of products, technology, information, and jobs across nations. Now, everything is way easier than before, where you can get everything and you can buy anything easily from all over the world in one place. The question is how globalization correlates with language. In this globalization era, people can communicate and interact with people from all over the world easily, and one media that support the communication is language. However, every country speak different language, and people tend to feel comfortable when they speak their language. This is a problem. Why? If everyone speak their own language, then how they can understand each other? This problem seems like a huge issue. However, by learning a new language could be a solution. To that, in this globalization era, you can try to learn a new language. By the help of technology, you can learn everything online. First thing first, what you should do is try to seek and determine which language that interests you to learn. You have to do a little bit of research on what challenges that you will face when you are learning that language. And also, probably you can do some research on the benefits and the opportunities that you will get when you are learning that language. Once you have determined which language do you want to learn, you can try to take an online learning course. Why? In this globalization era, it has already implemented online fully learning, and it is easier compared than before. Learning language via online is not only easy and accessible, but also the price for it is affordable and quite cheap. Anna Redo, a writer for The Guardian, quoted a statement from Fon An, founder of Duolingo, provider of online lessons with tutors in their native countries. Italki wants to see tech being used to make learning more accessible. With that being said, it enables us to understand more of what the natives speak and talk. Now you know several steps that you can do to learn a new language. Let's continue discussing the benefits that we can get after mastering other language. There are 3 benefits that we can get after we can speak 2 languages. The first one is we can be more open-minded. Second one is we can understand culture well. And lastly, it will advancing our future career. Firstly, when you are learning a new language, it broaden your perspectives. It will broaden your perspective and point of view towards something. This is really important, especially in this globalization era where people are more critical, and by learning a new language can be a solution. According to Mega Chariot, a writer for Global Citizen, language is the best introduction to a new culture. Yes. Why? Because learning a new language is not only learning the language itself, but also learning its culture and heritage also. So, inevitably, learning a new language, when you are learning a new language, you can learn their culture as well at the same time. Lastly, when you can speak more than one language, it will advance your future career as well. Why can I say that? Because if you can speak more than one language, it boosts the opportunities that you will get to be employed in the local or overseas company, since now companies are seeking employees that are bilingual or even multilingual. According to Kathleen Stein-Smith, a writer for the Conversation and an associate university librarian at Fairlife Dickinson University, about 11 million US jobs are related to export, and most of the top trading partners of the US use languages other than English. So it is a plus point if you can speak more than one language, and that was the advantages that you will get if you can speak more than one language. I have explained the relationship between language and globalization. I've also covered some steps that you can do to adapt in the globalization era by learning a new language effectively. Lastly, I have elaborated 3 different benefits that you can get if you can speak 2 languages. Yeah. To overcome and deal with globalization, you can try to learn a new language besides your native language, since it provides you many benefits. So once again, I just want to remind that there is nothing wrong to learn a new language, since it provides you tons of benefits for you and your future career as well. Don't hesitate to try to learn a new language, because the key of mastering a language is consistency. Thank you very much. These are my audience. Thank you.